Hello everyone. Hope you are doing well. This is Shankar. In this video, I will explain about what is thread pool or executor framework in multi-threading and how does it resolve illegal thread state exception. So in executor framework, thread pools are there. So it is not the scratch video. It is continuation video of multi-threading playlist. So I will record multiple videos of multi-threading. It is the fourth video. So in this video, topic is what is thread pool or executor framework in multi-threading and how does it resolve illegal thread state exception. So this video I will divide it into two parts like theory. First I will write some theory points about executor framework. After that I will develop two programs by using one thread. Another one is the runnable. I will develop two programs. So let's get started. So first theory points, right? I will note down here theory point. It is most important. What is executor framework? What is executor framework? The executor framework in Java provides a way to run tasks. So tasks we can run by using like runnable. Runnable have run method. It will return type in the void or callable. Callable have one call method. It will return type like string type, object type, or another type using a pool. Pool of reusable. Reusable means again we can use reusable threads. Threads instead of creating multiple threads. Instead of creating multiple threads, we can reuse. So instead of creating a creating a new thread every time. So this is the definition of what is executor framework. This is the first point. It is very important. What is executor framework? The executor framework in Java provides a way to run runnable task or callable task using a pool of reusable threads instead of creating a new thread every time. So second point, why why illegal why illegal thread state exception occurs we need to know. This is the very important question and it is very important for bits as well. So bits as well. So answer is illegal thread state illegal thread state illegal thread state exception happens happens when you when you try to start the same thread object more than once. So for example ig calling thread dot start start two times. So I will explain this point, second point. So why illegal thread state exception occurs? Executor framework will resolve this error, but first we need to know why this error will occur. Why illegal thread state exception will occur? Illegal thread state exception happens when you try to start the same thread object more than once. So for example, thread dot start method. It is the start method twice, two times. Like so, we have a thread t equal to new thread, right? Suppose we are passing a class, our class. Suppose it is a test class. Suppose test class. So t dot start. We are started thread. Again, we are started 3 dot. start. It will cause the illegal thread state exception. It will cause the illegal thread state exception. So second point is completed. Third point. So these are the points, very important. How how executor framework how executor framework solves solves this. This means this problem. Above we have one problem, right? How executor framework solve this. For that we need to understand what is the post executor framework. Whenever manually create or start start threads, whenever manually create or start threads, like this is the thread creation, we will never do manually thread creation. Whenever do whenever start thread manually, like thread dot start. This is the first point. Second point, so the executor the executor internally manages the thread life cycle. So third point, tasks are tasks are submitted tasks are submitted using executor. So executor service will be there. Tasks are submitted using execute tasks are submitted using execute. It will accept one parameter like runnable, and it will return type in the void. Runnable have run method, that method is return type void. So this execute method, it will return void, nothing it will return. So or submit submit have multiple overloaded methods are there, like one is accept the runnable, one is accept the so callable, one will accept the runnable comma t. T means type, response type. So and and the framework automatically assigns assigns them to available available threads available threads so available threads, eliminating eliminating elimi, eliminating eliminating the chance of calling start 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 twice. So this is the third point, how executor framework solves solves so issue issue, right? Fourth point is threadful threadful types in multi-threading. Threadful types in multi-threading. There are the five types are there. So threadful types in multi-threading. One is single single threadful. One is the single threadful. So second one is the catched catched threadful. Third one is the fixed fixed threadful. Fourth one is the work stealing pool. Fifth one is the fork join pool. Fork join pool. So up to the theory points are completed. I will repeat one more time. After that, we can do the one example. So one example we can do. Okay. So theory points I can repeat one more time. Theory about executor framework. What is executor framework? The executor framework in Java provides a way to run tasks. So tasks we can run by using runnable or callable. Like in executor framework, so we have a submit method, in that it will accept runnable as a parameter or callable as a parameter. Runnable have a run method, it is the void type. Callable have a call method, will return the string using a pool of reusable threads. So executor framework is nothing but the reuse threads. So we have the few threads we have few threads. So if it is one thread is executing, so if any other request is coming, it will assign to other thread. Like suppose assume like a fixed thread pool. Fixed thread pool we set size to like a 3. Then first thread is started execution, not yet completed. Then another request is coming. Then what it will do? Second thread it will take the request. It will start the processing. So what is executor framework? The executor framework in Java provides a way to run tasks runnable or callable using a pool of reusable threads instead of creating a new thread every time. So it will not create every time new thread. So it will like fixed number of threads. It will just reuse. Why illegal thread state exception occurs? So executor framework, this error will be resolved. Illegal thread state exception is resolved by executor framework. So why illegal thread state exception occur? First we need to understand why this error occur. So illegal thread state exception happens when you illegal thread state exception happens when you try to start the same thread object more than once. So for example, calling thread dot start 2 times. So we will create that thread like this, right? After that we are calling thread dot start 1 time, it is fine. But if we will start 2 times same thread, it will throw the exception. If we want to work with multiple threads, we can go for the executor framework. So third point, how executor framework solves illegal thread state exception issue. So we never manually create a start threads. So see, we are created thread manual and started the thread. So started the thread by using executor framework. We cannot do like this. We never manual create a start threads. The executor internally manages the thread lifecycle. Internally manages the thread lifecycle. Internally it will call thread.start, but we are not calling manually. Tasks are submitted using executor or submit under the framework automatically assigns. So tasks are submitted using execute method or submit method. And the executor framework, executor, executor, executor framework automatically assign them to a available threads. Available threads. So what will happen here? Eliminating the chance of calling thread dot start twice. Thread dot suppose let's add t dot thread dot start method. See here how executor framework solves illegal thread state exception issue. We never manually create or start threads. The executor framework internally manages the thread lifecycle. Tasks are submitted using execute or submit methods, and the executive framework automatically assigns them to available threads, eliminating the chance of calling thread dot start twice. So thread pool types in multi-threading. Thread pool types in multi-threading. So these are the types like single thread pool, captured thread pool, fixed thread pool, work stealing pool, work stealing pool, fork join pool. So in this below example, we will use fixed thread pool. So let's get start developing the example by using the STS IDE. So I will create a Java class like assume like a it is a thread pools, right? Thread pools. Suppose some test. It is the class name. Post letter must be capital. Main method also I'm selected. So let's start the development. Suppose let's extend this is the class. I am also extending another class. It is a thread class. Thread. So let's create a first executor. So edge executors. What is this? Let's check executors. It is a class. So executor dot it is a one static method. Now new fixed thread pool. She creates a thread pool that reuses a fixed number of threads operating off a shared unbounded queue. So let's add these are the like minimum priority is 1, maximum priority is 10. So normal priority is 5. Let's add 3. It is accepting the integer as a parameter. So what it will return type executor service. What it will return? It will return the executor service. So let's add like a service. So let's add import. After that, service service dot service dot here execute method will be there, right? It is parameter is runnable void type. We will not use this. See, submit submit. Three overloaded methods are there. One is the accepting callable, one is accepting runnable, one is accepting runnable, comma t. Three are returning future, right? So let's take runnable one. Now let's create object for this class. So thread polls test equal to new thread polls test. So this will be there, right? Here, pass here. So I will add one loop, like how many times I want to repeat this, how many times. So like three three threads are there, right? So I will create, I want to prove, right? So these threads are three threads are utilizing or not. I want to prove, right? Int I equal to 1 comma I less than or equal to suppose 6 I plus plus. So it will execute this. After that, we need to shut down. Otherwise, it will like a verb application. It will green will be there. Dot shut down. Shut down. So we need to override run method. For that, we need to override run method. So let's say add one sys the standard out dot println. So both thread dot current thread dot get name. So it will print the thread names. So this is the logic we are developed. This is the loop repeated 6 times. So let's try. So post it will new fixed thread pool. Three threads were so added in thread pools. We are mentioned use the three threads. So but this loop we are processing 6 times, like 6 threads. Let's see which thread it is printing more, like thread one it is printing 2 times, 3 times, or thread two thread it is printing 1 time. Like this, let's check how many times threads are each thread is printing. Java application. So let's maximize. So let's maximize the browser. See, these are the three threads. Thread one, thread two, thread three. So post thread two started, thread three. These are the thread two. Thread two is started. It is it is free. That's why it is invoked more times. So six calls. So like six six times we are called thread. So if we are using manually thread dot start, then we need to create 6 threads. But here we are created 3 threads only. Whenever thread is free, it is utilizing, like 3 threads we are utilized here. 3 threads we are utilized. Let's change the now. Suppose let's add 10, and here also here let's add 5. So control S again run. Let's see this time. See, so 4 2 times, 3 2 times, 2 2 times, 1 is 1 time. So let's count how many times. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the 10 threads are invoked, but we are provided fixed thread pool size 3, 5. 5 out of the 5 threads 2 times invoked, right? So we are proved, right? Let's go to the definition of the executor framework. The executor framework in Java provides a way to run tasks by using runnable as a parameter or callable as a parameter using a pool of reusable threads instead of creating new threads every time. Reusable threads, we are reusing, we are not creating always new threads. Remember node point. So node point, node point, we are not creating node, we are not creating new thread every time, just we are reusing, right? We are just reusing. This is the first way. By using, this is the first way. By using, this is the first way. Using, using using thread. So I'm copying this here. So next way I will, so by using the runnable. So next way I will show by using the runnable. So now we need to do small changes. First, remove this. This is not required. So cut this line. Control X. This is the not required. So I will use stream like lambda expression to achieve this. So this is also not required. So this is right. Lambda expression, right? Lambda arrow mark. So add. So because of single line, so runnable, suppose like a task. We actually this will be look like. So here runnable task arrow mark. So we need to this way. So remove this. This is not required. Another bracket, right? After that, this is the for loop is required. Next, we need to pass the task. That's it. But here, this is the single line. So these brackets are these are the optional. Let's remove it. These are the not required. So simply, this is the new fixed thread pool. We are so assume like we are creating 5 threads and we have the we have 10 tasks to run out 10 tasks. I'm saying so utilize these 5 threads to run the 10 tasks. I'm saying utilize utilize these 5 tasks or five five threads to five suppose five threads to run run 10 tasks 10 tasks. So what I'm saying, utilize these 5 threads to run 10 tasks. So if we are created manually, then for 10 tasks we need to create the 10 threads. But here we are creating 5 threads only, but we are reusing. So it is the concept of executor framework, thread pool or executor framework. Let's run. See here. So like this, 3 times are printed. Let's count. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 tasks are completed by using the 5 threads. So few threads are we are reused node. See here this node. We are not creating new threads every time, just we are reusing, right? Control C, Control S. So this is the by using the runnable, right? Let's add here using runnable. So Control C, scroll down, Control V. So it is the playlist. I will provide this playlist link in description of this video. Thank you for watching. In this video, we are successfully understand what is thread pool or executor framework in multi-threading and how does it resolve illegal thread state exception. Thank you for watching.